Hey, sorry I'm not talking that much. I'm, really not feeling well. I'm kinda just trying to kill some time, because I gotta go to the phone doctor. My phone is, like, barely charging anymore. So... I'm gonna get... There's a pizza place, like, right next door, so... Kinda just waiting until I'm hungry. Probably play for, like, an hour or so, go over there and ask my neighbor for the night off, because he's gonna be drunk tonight. He was really getting on my nerves last night. It's probably why I'm not feeling well. So he was very drunk and annoying and belligerent last night, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to work over there tonight. He's gonna be drunk again, so kind of need to relax as much as I can. I seriously doubt she'll give me the day off. I've been feeling very trapped. I know they need the help, but her brother is just so hard to be around. His drinking and hitting himself and all that. I don't know if I can deal with it today, to be honest with you. But that's several hours away, so I'm gonna try to just relax until then. Just enjoy not being there right now. It's either nice to be over there or awful. That's why I had to cut my stream last night, because he started hitting himself and screaming. In case you're wondering what happened, I'm not in any danger. It's embarrassing more for him than me that he does that. He deliberately goes out in the living room where I am, minding my own business, and starts making all that noise and screaming. So, I gotta cut the stream whenever he starts doing that, because he generally does not stop for like half an hour or more. I'm really enjoying this game though. It's a lot better than Diablo 4. They seem to be getting, changing the subject. They seem to be getting a lot of, sales, because this game is better than Diablo 4 in pretty much every way. Except the graphics. I honestly don't even think the graphics are much worse. I feel like doing an overhead view kind of gives you a lot of extra leeway on how much people will complain about graphics. But yeah, this game's a lot better, even like not being at the end game. It's way better than Diablo 4. Which is pretty sad for Blizzard. I don't know, I had fun with that game for a while, but I kind of realized it just didn't really have a lot of depth to it at all. It felt very devoid of depth. The gear is better for one. The build variety is much better, which are things that really matter in these kinds of games. I'm not really super passionate about these kinds of games, but I did grow up playing them, so sometimes I like to play them just to have a little variety. Yeah, the build variety is much better. The loot is much better for one. Those are things that matter in these kinds of games. So Diablo 4 just has really shitty loot. It's like the whole point of these games is to get loot and get more powerful and have like different ways to build your character, and when you don't have that, the game just kind of isn't fun to play. It feels pointless. I think they're really desperate with Diablo 4 because they're already advertising the next season, and the first one's already not over. They're bleeding players. They're bleeding players really bad because of how boring the first season is, and the loot is not interesting. It's just a mess. The game has the illusion of a lot of content. It really has barely any. And there's just like not many ways to interact with what little is there, so it gets old really fast. I don't know, I had fun with it. I just didn't feel like doing what everyone else is doing, and they keep complaining about the game, but they keep playing it. It's like, you know, you got your money's worth, right? There's $70 games like that game that are over a lot quicker. Like, I'm not really caring that it's not what people want. It's because, like, I got my money's worth out of it. The Diablo 4 Reddit is just depressing. I had to leave that place because it was nice to get news about the game and see if it's worth coming back, but then people are just so miserable to be around. They hate the game, but they keep playing it. It's like, you know, Blizzard's not what they used to be. It's not even the same they used to be when Diablo 3 came out. They didn't really learn a lot from Diablo 3. They launched with barely anything, and so much of the game is, like, not really that fun to play. What's this? 200 armor. Huh. I don't know, people don't seem to, grasp that. Don't seem to grasp that Blizzard isn't what it was when they grew up. It hasn't been for a while, but it's gotten way worse. I don't know, they weren't really a big part of my childhood, personally. I played Warcraft 1 and 2, I played StarCraft, but I never really got super into it. I mostly played the modded games. I played Warcraft 3, same thing. I knew pretty early on those weren't really my kinds of games, but I had friends that were playing them at the time in high school. But they've definitely declined from then. People don't seem to realize they're not going to go back to actually making good games ever again. Those days are long gone. Kind of like the Tales situation right now. Like, there's probably not going to be another good Tales game unless they start, like, bringing back old ones and improving them. But, apparently they don't even have the source code for those games. Like, they're legit gone or lost media. That's why I've been playing other stuff. No, Blizzard's pretty much in trouble, I think, aren't they? Like, Overwatch 2 is bombing, and, like, Diablo 4 sold a lot of copies, but the player retention is really bad, because it has shitty gear and no content, and I think they were banking on a lot of people continuing to play, but, the game is kind of falling into the same cycle that a lot of these other action RPGs like Path of Exile do, where people play the season and then they log off, and I think they were expecting people to stick around longer and spend money on cosmetics, but apparently that's not happening. I could have told you that. Diablo 4 is like really fun and it feels really polished for like the first couple hours you play it, but then once you beat the campaign, it's like there's just nothing to do. It's not rewarding to kill things, because there's no good loot. There's no content.
Easy. Too easy.
could say the same for PSO2 as well, that game. Same thing. It's like, it's just not gonna be what people want it to be, and it sucks. That's like one of my favorite online games of all time, and I've played a lot of them. That it's just not gonna be as good as the base game. It's just not possible. They made too many stupid decisions, and they didn't really improve on the weak parts of the base game. In fact, they made them worse, or they kept them the same. It's like, I don't know, just kind of got to accept at some point. It's not going to be what you want it to be. might have to play something else. I mean, that's why I don't play PSO2 anymore. Same problems as base, but much worse gameplay, so it's harder to look past it. Base PSO2 was not perfect either. Had a lot of problems. It's just that the new game has the same problems, but worse gameplay. A little harder to forgive when the gameplay loop is not even fun. But everything else about the game is worse. Like, yeah, I probably should not play that game. That's why I don't play it. I might try it again someday, but I don't know, I just kind of came to terms with it not being what I wanted it to be. The old game, but better. It's the old game, but worse. PSO2, the Avengers game that just died, and then Diablo 4 have a lot in common. The people that made those games great don't work there anymore. They're long gone. And all that's left is pretty much a husk. You know, the game's got the same name, it's from the same franchise, but it's just not the same experience. And a lot of the fans just can't grasp that it's not going to be what they thought. And it doesn't really have anything to do with nostalgia either. I think a lot of people are always quick to say, oh, it's just because you're older now and you don't like it as much. It's like, no, I don't think that's it. I think it's mostly that they make things objectively worse. That's not nostalgia, that's like constructive criticism. They made something worse than the previous product. There definitely are some cases of that where people haven't played the old games they think are so great in decades, and they think that they still hold up. Some of them do, yes. Some of them do, yes. But a lot of games have really aged like dirt. Yeah. Yeah, the Diablo 4 Reddit is just depressing because people can't seem to grasp that. Like, dude, the people that made Diablo 2 have not been there for ages. Blizzard pushed them out because they're a toxic, shitty company. Like, they're not coming back. They gave you Diablo 2 Remastered, and they actually did a good job on it, and the game runs better and has quality of life features. I mean, that's as close as you're gonna get. You're not gonna get another game exactly like that for a number of reasons. It's just not something that's going to realistically happen. That's kind of where Tales is going as well. It's like... I don't know, you can still play the game. They did a graphics update. They didn't completely shut it down, which is nice, but... the problem is there's no one playing it, so... It's kind of like a private server without the advantages. You don't get better experience or drops or anything, you know. You're basically playing the game in a private private server scenario without any of the advantages, you know. You play like Ragnarok Online or Diablo 2 with like 10 times experience and drops. You don't get any of those benefits at all. There's no one playing. The game wasn't like really designed to have like no one on. Go pop into an emergency quest, there's gonna be no one on, that kind of thing.
Easy. Too easy.
That's what kills a lot of service games in the first place, is when like the player base just takes a massive dump and you know, the game is designed around like thousands of people playing, but you know, they're not actually playing anymore. They're gone. They're on some other game. But yeah, this game is a lot better than Diablo 4. Even the leveling experience feels a lot better, because the campaign in Diablo 4 was awful. Campaign in Diablo 4 was embarrassingly bad. Just very slow-paced and boring and one-dimensional. I think they did a damn good job with this game. Mostly because the loot actually feels like it does something, and you have a lot of control over it, even when you're leveling. Because generally, not just in action RPGs, but in like online games in general, the leveling experience is always the most boring part. It feels moderately challenging, and the loot actually does something. It's not pointless. That was the problem with Stranger of Paradise. That game, first playthrough, was terrible. Because they added an MMO power level mechanic that made it so basically none of the shit that you picked up meant anything besides the number that was on it. That game is really one of those games where it's like it doesn't get good until you put like 30 hours into it, which I always think is shitty game design. The game should be fun and feel impactful like right away, not 30 hours later. But that's exactly how Stranger of Paradise is, really. None of the decisions you make mean anything. And it's like the Neo games had that system as well, but what made it different is that you could beat the game with level 1 weapons. You weren't ever required to change the power level, because the power level did not determine how much damage you dealt and took. That's the main difference between Neo level experience, first playthrough, and then Stranger of Paradise. Stranger of Paradise first playthrough is bad for a number of reasons. It's a Team Ninja game, so the level design is already going to be shit, you know. You gotta go take these long, convoluted paths to, like, get past a wooden door or something, when your character can, like, conjure tornadoes of fire and shit. You're already gonna have to do that, but then the loot has no impact, because all that matters is the number that's on it, and you have to keep changing the number, otherwise you die right away and you do no damage. I think it was really stupid to add that. Luckily, once you get to the second DLC, none of that stuff really matters as much anymore. But the first playthrough was pretty dreadful. I had a hard time getting through it. But then I got to the second DLC and I spent like 180 hours on the game, so... They did something right. But that game is definitely one of those meme games where people say it gets good like 40 hours in. It's like, okay, so I need to invest 2 full days of my life for this game to be fun. You know, that's not how it should be. It should be fun in the first few minutes at least, not 40 hours later. I mean, you could finish like a bunch of other smaller games in that time and probably have more enjoyment than playing one game for 2 full days. I don't know, I hate when people say that. I'm like, I think that's shit game design, honestly. It should be fun to play right away. Not like dozens of hours later.
Easy. Too easy.
Well, the problem with Borderlands is that the script is terrible and the quests are MMO boring stuff. It's like the combat is actually not bad for an FPS, but you gotta put up with all that other stuff. I don't know how people play through those games like 4 times. It's not very focused. You gotta do a lot of MMO stuff, but, you know, it's not an MMO. It's a single purchase, full-priced game.
The outcast queen, leader of the living rebels, and show her the epoch. The rest will be up to you.
Oh, I got a new move. Synchronized Strike.
I see. Yes? Stay safe.
Hey, Abby. Hello. So you can put anything good on this. I'm playing Last Epic, but I'm about to switch games. I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm not going to go much longer. I gotta go to the phone doctor today, so I'm getting tired of my phone not charging. I think it's a, I think it's a physical problem. It's not like a problem with the guts of it. And there's places to eat nearby. There's a Subway, there's a pizza place, so get something to eat, and I think I'll feel a little bit better. I'm just waiting because I probably want to skip dinner because of my financial situation right now. Kill some time. Yeah, I'm thinking there's something stuck in the port because like the cable keeps falling out. I need a new phone, but obviously right now, given my community post talking about how I'm barely scraping by again, getting a new phone is not in the cards right now. So I try to fix what I've got. And since I'm not gaming on the phone anymore, not right now anyway, that definitely helps. Not gaming on the phone gives me a lot more leeway. I would want something that could game, but it's kind of hard to get a good upgrade from what I currently have. 'Cause the phone I have has a pretty good processor. Hello. Kind of want to unlock all the moves before I really do much more with this. My save for this got wiped in a cloud save disaster a while back, and the developer told me to stop playing until they fixed it. They added the update, so I gotta unlock everything again. You know, I played this game a lot after I got sponsored to play it, because I actually have integrity. I don't play random stuff. But I lost my saves. They added a bunch of new moves, they added a mini-game to this, a lot of really cool stuff, new items as well. Let's see what's in here. I don't have any cash. Probably good to get the chest. Let's go try to cop some money.
Perfect. Happy time. Up we go. Perfect. Oh, no, you don't.
You guys hear they're putting Gotham Knights on the Switch, and I can't wait for the videos of how bad that's going to run. That's gonna be it's gonna be some comedy. They're so greedy for Nintendo fans' money. They keep porting stuff that it can't run. That game runs at 30 FPS on current gen platforms, by the way. I couldn't even get it to run at 60 on PS5 and Xbone X. How the hell is that gonna run on the Switch? At some point you gotta realize your greed is the problem, right? You can't, like... It's just like... No, I'm hearing that, the ESRB does not rate cloud releases, so I'm thinking it is an actual native release, which is funny. That's a disaster in the making.
Oh, no, you don't. Go. Up we go. Not this time. Get on. Wahoo! Oh, no, you don't.
this? Cutting loose. How you down? Not this time. Bring it. Up we go. Dead on. Come on. Let it come on.
Fucking bodied, man. Damn. Bodied. That was like a 70% combo. Just destroyed. Ooh, double air dash. That's like best in slot for this character because you can reset your aerial actions. Let's go ahead and do the challenge room because I still got a Chivo for that. I haven't finished all of them. Alright.
Up we go. Up we go. Ready for this? Slice. Perfect. Come on.
The Switch is just like the Vita, where people port bag, and then they forget that the Switch can't run it. But what's funny is that the people that make the games fucking do it too. It's like... it can't run that game, I'm sorry, it can't run it. It can run it, but it's not ideal to play it like that at all. It's a problem from both sides. It was the exact same thing with the Vita, because I was a very proud Vita owner. I love that console to death, but it was the exact same thing. I'm like, I'd rather just play this on PC, because the hardware can't handle it. I mean, there's not much to say about it other than that. They had Borderlands 2 on the Vita, and it ran at like 15 FPS. And it's also, on the physical side, it's missing 2 buttons, so it was pretty dreadful to play. For physical and technical reasons, it sucked to play. People begged and pleaded for it. It's like, you know, you're better off getting a laptop. You want to play stuff like that? Those laptops could definitely play that game back then. I understand that people have, like, price thresholds and limits and stuff, but, you know, you gotta realize, if you want to play heavy-duty stuff, you gotta be willing to spend more money. It's like just... With the Switch, it's mostly just greed, because smaller games sell a lot more on there, but the ports are often really bad. It's the same thing with the Steam Deck. People do it on the Steam Deck as well. And like, if you want to play that brand new game, you're better off just getting a gaming PC. And or a laptop, depending on how much money you have. Steam Deck is a great device, but you gotta go into it knowing its limitations. You notice I don't really play like a lot of heavy-duty stuff on my Steam Deck. I use that thing for hours a day, every day, but I don't play like the biggest, hottest new games. I spent a lot of time figuring out what games I already owned, and a couple that I bought afterwards, and like what it can actually run.
Perfect. Belly summer. Dead on. Up we go. Dead on.
Ouch.
Not this time.
Nice job, buddy. Good, chest. Right now the problem with these portable PCs that are coming out because of this success of this Steam Deck is that battery tech is pretty much plateaued. It hasn't really... Battery tech is pretty much plateaued, so they keep putting more powerful stuff in them, but the battery life is like pretty much the same. Unless you play stuff like this. It's just that the main market for stuff like this is people who want to play like super heavy-duty, heavy games. Why does the ROG Ally have a 120Hz screen? And I've done my research. I kind of want to get one of those at some point, if there's not a better one by the time I have money. But why does it have a 120Hz screen? The only games you're going to be able to play at 120 FPS is smaller stuff like this, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I'm playing at 165 FPS right now, and it feels great. But any large 3D game, you'd be hard-pressed to find any of them that will run like that. Maybe you can count them on, like, one hand. They might not even be good games. There might be a couple, but what's the point of having a 120Hz screen? It just means that the thing's gonna draw more power, and it's gonna run out of battery faster. I don't know, I feel like that's, something they did to, get people to think it's so much better than the Steam Deck. It's, like, marginal. On certain games I've seen, it can run, like, larger games quite a bit better, but the battery tech is still the problem. The battery life is, like, not much better. At least for playing, like, large-scale stuff. It's not enough of a difference if you already have a Steam Deck.
Cutting loose. Get on. Up you go. Oh, no, you don't.
This boss is boring. With the hyper armor. I hate this boss. The only fun bosses in this game are the ones that take hit stun, which is pretty much common for any combo-based game. It's always a buzzkill. They just don't stagger to anything. I think I cleared this out, didn't I?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so nice.
Yeah, I cleared this out. Alright, let's go.
You are about to discover the greatness of Fox cuisine. Behold my genius! Slap! Ready for this? Come on! Wahoo! Get on! Slice, up we go! On it. Not this time.
I hate this room. Gimmicky.
Cutting loose.
I mean, you're watching it, aren't you? Yes, it is. I mean, if it wasn't, would I be playing it? You know the kinds of games I like. The kind of stuff I live for. Need my sweaty combat. I'd say the only thing I don't like about this game's combat is the bosses in hyper armor are really not fun to fight, but I don't know. That's pretty much every combo-based game. Fighting walls of armor is not fun. They give you tools to deal with it, but it's just not as interesting.
That's this time.
I hate fighting the bosses that are in armor, because they're not anywhere near as fun, because you're missing out on a lot of the interactions.
Perfect.
But I mean, what combo-based game is not like that? They decide to just give you a wall of armor to fight. It's never going to be as engaging as actually being able to parry and juggle and punish and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why Tales of Arise sucks. Cause, that's all you fight in Tales of Arise is walls of hyper armor. Nothing says Tales more than not being able to stagger anything. Let's just remove the core aspect of the gameplay that's been there since the 90s. Let's just get rid of that.
Not this time.
I gotta drop that combo because that thing debuffs you.
Slice. Done. Cutting loose. Break. Not this time. Boom. Slice. Break this.
I feel like when people tell you Vesperia is good, they're talking about the end game. That game is a really late bloomer. That game is a very late bloomer. It's
Belly summer.
not going to be that fun at the beginning.
Up here.
Also, they didn't really improve the remastered version, the one that you can buy on all the platforms. They didn't improve the biggest problem with that game is that the side quest system sucks, and like there's so much stuff that you can miss, and a lot of it is completely nonsensical. You know, you don't go to talk to this random NPC, you don't backtrack for like 10 minutes to go talk to them, and you don't do it in a very specific time frame, then you're locked out for the rest of the playthrough. And also the stuff that you see in videos in that game requires a lot of grinding. But that's what's fun about the game, is that it keeps evolving and growing. It doesn't plateau really fast, which is a problem with a lot of action games now, is that they don't have things to really keep you playing. But
Oh, no, you don't.
the videos that you see, including ones on this channel that I did back when the 360 version came out, are misleading. I'm not saying that everybody who puts up high-level gameplay of that game is making clickbait. That's not it. It's just, and you don't do your research, it gives you the impression that you can do that stuff right away. And like, no, it gives you a false first impression. You gotta do a lot of grinding to do any of the stuff that's in those videos. I feel like that might turn some people away. It's a very good game. But yeah, it's definitely a second monitor game. It's not as bad as, like, you know, trying to play, like, Path of Exile or Warframe or something, and how you have to have a guide to do anything. It's not that bad. It's just, I definitely think the videos can be misleading, and I don't think anybody... I mean, clickbait didn't really exist on YouTube when we made those videos like 15 years ago. I can vouch for those people because I know a lot of them. It's just the way that game looks is really awesome, and then when you play it, it's going to be very mundane at the start. But if you go into it expecting a grind, and that the mechanics are going to keep changing and evolving the more that you play, even on your second playthrough, after you've already rolled the credits. It's a very good game, but you need to go into it expecting that, because those videos kind of catfish you. And like I said, it's not something done out of malice. You gotta remember, those videos were made in the pre-clickbait era. People weren't really trying to waste your time or lie to you. It's just, it's not gonna be like that when you first play it.
Ready for this?
And I feel as a longtime Tales fan and content creator, I kind of have to tell people that are interested in playing it that it's,
Break.
you're not going to be able to do that stuff right away. It's going to take a lot of time, and it definitely filters a lot of people out for sure. which isn't a bad thing. It's just not everybody is cut out for the grind, or they have other stuff they want to play more. Yeah, but there's an excessive amount of it in Vesperia.
No, you don't. Come on. Get on. Perfect.
I don't know, the thing about playing Tales as well is that the preservation is garbage, so that filters out a lot of people as well, because it's way harder to play those games than, like, Final Fantasy or Ys or Persona right now, where they have, like, most if not all of them available on PC, and none of them really require a monster rig to play, so they're accessible. I mean, you can play the entire Tales series on Steam Deck. You can play the entire Tales series on Steam Deck. You can play the entire Persona series on the Steam Deck as well. It's just you're gonna have to go find ROMs for a decent chunk of them. Hey, what's up, Hoot?
Get on.
What dash follow up this?
Not this time.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh, no, you don't.
Hey, you sponsored me to play this, and I'm still playing it, so that's a testament to the game's quality. You gave up your part of the deal, and I'm still playing it. I was very excited when you told me that the update was coming out.
Come on.
You can aim it up and down. Oh, I did not know that. That's good to know. Thank you. And I use the Steam Deck like 3 to 4 hours a day, so it's definitely. I'm only going to get 2 sponsorships, and yours was pretty much the best one because the other one was barely a sponsorship. It kind of screwed me over a little bit. Hey, it's this new enemy.
Oh, no, you
Well, I actually welcome that because I gotta get my save back. I actually welcome that because of Cloud Save Gate, where I lost my save like twice. I welcome that.
cutting loose. Perfect.
It's welcome for me because I've already beaten like every boss without taking damage, except the true last boss.
Great.
I don't really have anything to prove in this game, but I'm trying to get everything again.
Slice. Not this time. Ready for this? Perfect. Belly-sama! This.
Yeah, I need to mod the developer. Give me a sec. I gotta tab out of the game. I think I'm in full screen, not borderless right now. Add as moderator. There you go. I mod all the developers of the games that I play, since they make stuff that I enjoy.
Up to you. Oh, no, you don't. Cutting loose. Slice. Bring it. Not this time. Up we go. Slice. Come on.
Casual, no damage. That's why I don't care about the chests. That's why I don't care about the chest spawning too much, because I've already proven I'm pretty good at the game. I just want to get all my stuff back. That's all I'm after. Yeah, eventually I get to a point with games, it's like, yeah, I'll start using mods or whatever. I've already proved my point. Doesn't take too long to get your stuff back in this game, for what it's worth. It's pretty well balanced. Like if you're decent at the game, you don't need any of the stuff to beat the game, which is what I really like about this compared to a lot of other action roguelikes that have come out before or after this, where they basically like catfish you into thinking you can do it without grinding, but then they lock like core gameplay mechanics behind grinding. That Loopmancer game was probably the worst example of that. Like, oh, we have all these endings, but you need to clear the game in a specific period of time, and it is literally impossible to do that with skill. You have to speed run through the game and find a broken weapons and stuff, and you need to grind. You can't do it with skill. It's impossible. That really bothers me. I do not like when they do that. We're gonna do a medium, because
I'll give this a try.
want to try to get some more stuff.
Chef Lena.
Oh, strength plus 2, nice. Yeah, they also promised like builds for that build system, because that game didn't really have builds. They promised builds and then they didn't deliver on that either. I got a review key for that game. I was very disappointed. It had promise, but I don't know. They dropped the ball on a lot of things. Okay, let's try this new costume. I haven't tried the new moves yet on the costumes. I don't really care if the run wipes. I'm just messing around. Whoa! Up kicks. Now, can you do aerial actions after that? Of course you can, because this game is cool. Alright, I want to try that out. That looks fun.
Not this time.
Yeah, you're getting some free beta testing here. Not that I mind. This patch is very good, though. I think the game is even better than it was. I didn't really have any problem with the way the game was before, but you managed to improve on an already good foundation. Very happy. I haven't even seen a lot of the new items yet. I've done a couple playthroughs. I haven't, like, checked out everything.
I know you. I know you know. Ready for this? I know you don't. Get on. Perfect. Lily-sama.
Yeah, I think it'll make more people want to go with that. One thing that everyone forgets when they design action games like this, and not just roguelikes, but in general, is that people tend to gravitate towards one character. So you kind of have to balance the game around that. I don't know if you played the Tales games, but like, it's a weird thing in that fandom where people complain that the main character is broken. It's like, well, it's actually intelligent design, because if you watch normal people, meaning not sweatlords like me, play these kinds of games, they find their character and they never switch. They never switch characters. So, I think the cooking minigame is a really good design choice, because it'll make it feel less overwhelming and more people will actually want to go for it. They do that. They do that in Tales games because, you know, they have data, and, you know, they bring those games to events, and it's like, well, you know, nobody plays anybody but the main character, so we need to make them strong. And also, the thing about Tales games is that they're not turn-based, so that kind of thing becomes even more apparent. In a turn-based game, you can do stuff like kill off characters and stuff, because, you know, it doesn't require any manual dexterity. It's very easy to add another character that has that same role. But in action combat like Tales, it's a lot harder to do that. They actually tried to do that once, and no one liked it because it felt tacky. They killed off a character. They killed off a character, right? But then they bring in another character who has the exact same moveset. So, that kind of thing just doesn't work. It doesn't work when it's action-based. Turn-based games like Persona and Final Fantasy have done stuff like that numerous times, but it just didn't work. It's like, yeah, there's impact because the guy died, but at the same time, an entire moveset is gone, right? That moveset is gone. You can't use it anymore. So their solution was to just put somebody else in that did the exact same thing. It's like, yeah, that's probably why you should not kill off characters in those games, because it's like, well, realistically, you're going to have to put somebody else in there who does the same thing. Like, from a design standpoint, you have to. There's no choice. Yeah, I think they learned their lesson with that. It's something that you can do for impact in the story, but in those kinds of games, it actively affects gameplay negatively. You're showcasing this game there? Oh, good luck. Good luck. I wish I could go. There might be some Tales and Musou stuff there. I know I'm probably huffing the copium, but seems like there might be some Tales stuff there. Tales and Musou. There might be Dynasty Warriors 10 announced this year. Oops.
Not this time.
I'd say this and BlazBlue Entropy Effect are the best best action roguelikes on the market right now. Feel like everything else pales in comparison to this. This and BlazBlue Entropy Effect are like the games I think are the best, especially after this game's patch. Made a good game even better. Kind of been fallen out of roguelikes just because there haven't been that many good ones. Been a lot of Vampire Survivors clones. Yeah, they really did their homework with that BlazBlue game, mostly because they launched with an uncharacteristic amount of content for an early access roguelike. Because a lot of them right now, they launch in early access and they have like 2 hours of content. I did most of the achievements. The achievements they have in the game are very grindy. You could tell that they were like designed with all the content in mind instead of what's currently in the game. But I did pretty much everything. It took me about 20-25 hours to see everything. And they just added a new character like literally last week. So they managed to avoid one of the biggest problems. Is a lot of these new roguelikes have like they have good foundation, but they have like no content. So, it's a hard sell, especially when they start charging like $20-$30. You know, you can get like Dead Cells for that price. You know, whether you like it or not, that's your competition, right? Gamers aren't always smart. They're gonna compare something that's had years of content updates to, you know, your game that like literally just came out. But they definitely did their homework. There's like Raven's Watch out right now. Rogue Legacy 2 was like that as well. That game had like maybe 3 hours of content and they wanted like $25 for it. And the game is good. It had a good foundation. And they made it into a good game over time. But even the developers themselves admitted that they launched too early. Like they should have waited like 4 or 5 months or something. Because a decent chunk of the reviews were like, you know, this game is good, but it's got no content. Which is a valid complaint. If you're charging a lot up front for content that will be in the game later, then you kind of got to expect that people are going to review it as such.
Perfect.
Yeah, I understand the need for a cash infusion, but
Perfect.
I guess it depends. I've been burnt a lot in early access. I've had a lot of games where they straight up abandoned. I bought like 3 games. They went out of early access and they didn't fucking finish the game. That's happened a lot to me, actually. A disproportionate amount of times I've bought early access games and they're like, oh, we're out of early access now. Where's the rest of the game? Oh, there is no rest of the game. We're just done. We just gave up. Alright. Well, remind me to never buy anything from your publisher again. You didn't give up your part of the deal. You didn't finish the game. Yeah, that happened to me like 3 times now. Edge of the Abyss Awakened, that game. They went early access on that, and they put it out of early access. And they had no content. Getsu Fumaden Undying Moon, which is kind of like a Dead Cells clone. Same thing. They promised a lot of stuff. They did like a couple polish patches and that's it. And they went out of early access. They said the game was done and it wasn't, which is funny because there's achievements. You can go look it up right now. There's achievements in that game alluding to like completely different characters and weapons that aren't in the game. I really think that Konami pulled the plug on them. Konami's probably really toxic and probably told them they didn't get enough money and get enough sales, so they bailed. Which is weird, because the game had like a really high quality, the art style and everything. the presentation of the game was like really good. Better than you expect for like an indie game, a smaller game, for sure. But the content never really evolved from what came out at launch, which is always a bad sign. If you're taking people's money and you have a big publisher like Konami, you know, people are going to expect it to actually be finished, right? It's not finished.
Oh, no, you don't. Dead on. Bring it.
I don't like this boss, to be honest with you. I don't like how he doesn't stagger. This boss and the boss that sits down are like the only bosses I don't like in this game. I don't find them particularly engaging. They're still good bosses. Yeah, I don't really like them that much. I guess I'll grab this. Alright, well, there's no more shops, so I might as well go for a large meal here.
Can't I just use my hands for this? Wait, did it work? For real? Perfect. Oh, no, you don't. Not this time. Keep cutting loose.
Yeah, indie publishers are something that the average gamer does not understand. How publishers can really screw you over. It's happened a bunch of times. There's been a lot of games that just like people wonder why they don't get updates. It's like, you know, the people that make them, I don't think anybody outside of the people that make those straight like Unity asset flip meme games to try to go viral on like YouTube channels or something. And no one really wants to make a bad game, right? But
Up we go.
a lot of times it's circumstances out of the developer's control, like publishers. Publishers can be shitheads.
Go.
It's one reason why a lot of people try to self-publish so that they don't have to potentially deal with that drama, which of course is a lot harder because the money's got to come from your own wallet instead of, you know, somebody else. But it's something that people don't understand. I'm willing to bet that a lot of those games I bought in early access, that happened. That game Neon Echo, that game was pretty successful, but the publisher like laid off everybody. They laid off like the entire studio or something really bad like that. so the game is abandoned.
No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't.
And you could tell that the developers didn't want to
Not this time.
bail on people like that, but you know, obviously it was out of their control. I guess the publisher was expecting like crazy numbers, and the game was like, it was successful. It wasn't like a complete failure. It's just sometimes publishers have like really unrealistic expectations. I actually didn't buy that game. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because you know it's
Oh, no, you don't.
it's an unfinished game now. It's never going to get an update again, but it definitely sucks when things like that happen. And people always blame the developer. It's like, yeah, most of the time it's not their fault. And you get funding from an external source. Sometimes those people can just fuck you over, and you have to take the brunt of the backlash, even though it's not your fault. It sucks.
Ready for this? Get on. Ready for this? Get on. Up you go.
You see your inventory? Yeah, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me finish this wave. Yeah, no problem. Give me a minute here.
Oh, no, you don't. Bring it. Not this time. Wahoo!
Alright, you good? Let me know when I can continue. Let me know when I have permission to continue. There's my inventory. Alright.
Ready for this? No, no, you don't. Let it loose. Slice. Oh, no, you don't. Ready for this?
Ah, damn. Messed up my game plan. Totally my fault.
Not this time. Perfect. Ready for this?
He's gonna pop Bellissima, but didn't go as planned. Mistakes were made. Too greedy. Yeah. Oh, well, here's the boss. I don't really think I have any more key sources. Let's just go. If I win, I'll get, what's it called? Frenzy mode again, which is my favorite mode. Because I'm a DMC player, I like my turbo mode. A little rusty, though.
You cannot stop this. Get ready.
Not this time. Bring it. Cutting loose. Bring it. Oh, no, you don't. Break this. No, you don't. Bring it. Oh, no, you get on. Not this time. Not this time. Oh, no, you don't. Cutting loose. Go.
Don't get cocky.
Bring it.
You fool. Yeah.
Bring it. Come on.
Yeah, pretty shitty fight. Whatever. First half was good. Oh, there's Frenzy mode unlocked. The best mode. That was a decent run. It was alright. Average. Yeah, I've no damage cleared that boss before. Oh, I forgot to show myself in the credits. Yeah, you can look for me in the credits. I'm not lying, I'm in the credits of this awesome game. Okay, so I should have a lot of sigils to work with now. I'm gonna try his other costume. I want to try Deviko's new moves because I haven't really seen those yet. But yeah, that was a very fruitful run. Let's try him.
Yeah. Gone. Scum. Be gone!
Oh wow, he got another aerial extension. That's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. Awesome.
Stay down! What's this? Stay down! Go on!
No, don't fix it! Don't fix it! Don't fix it! So when I'm about to go get something to eat, like, is it gonna be gone when I leave? So I'm totally just gonna leave the game on. No! I gotta have to leave this game on. Like, just like close my stream and just leave the game on and turn the monitor off. That's what you're telling me. I want to go get something to eat. I just wanted to check this out really quick.
Stay down!
My choices are to starve or leave the game open, apparently.
Stay down!
No, I'm just kidding. I know you need to fix that bug. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, that's what I sign up for as a beta tester. I know that's what I sign up for when I beta test stuff. I get it. I'm just giving you a hard time.
What's this? Useless! What's this? Scum! Slow!
Yeah, Frenzy mode is my favorite mode in this game, because what you can do to make Frenzy mode really fun is you can put enemy damage down to 50%, so that they're taking the same full damage, right? But the game is, like, way faster. That's what I like to do. Now, I did not do that until I beat it normally, but I've beaten this game a bajillion times, so I have a lot of fun playing it like that. It's cool that the game gives you a lot of freedom, especially now with the new moves and the costumes. There's like lots of ways to customize your playstyle. Just to have fun the way you want. They don't really limit you too much.
Be gone! Stay down! Stay down!
Oh, too late, I already got the map. Too late. A fitting end. It will crash a new level load. Alright, I guess I'll find out. That's gonna be a fitting end to the stream then. I caused my own demise here. Oh, treasure map. Okay. I didn't notice there was a difference.
Gone!
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. I play your game a lot on my streams. I'll be playing it even more with this update, so... You're getting your free advertising.
Too slow!
I got a Steam Deck out of you, and I'm still advertising the game, so, that's a testament to its quality. I've got plenty of other stuff to play right now. I'm still playing this. Thanks again. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. I like how this game doesn't take itself too seriously. It's got a very unique setting and everything with like Squish mythology and stuff, but it's also like
What's this?
lots of funny stuff in the game. They kind of take the edge off a little bit. I actually really like that about this game. It's a non-gameplay thing I like about this.
Stop! Stay down! One, two, three! Too slow! Stand back and admire. I have vanquished hunger!
Yeah, I do play a lot of really high-octane games, so I totally get that people don't always want to watch. I totally get that. So I play a lot of high-octane games. These kinds of games are relaxing to me. I know that for most people they would prefer like Animal Crossing or like Minecraft or something, but it keeps my mind focused. So that's one of the reasons why I like fast-paced games. It's good for my brain. The focus it requires really helps with my mental health. I'm a little bit strange in that regard. There are other people that are like that too. Like Animal Crossing would not keep me engaged at all. Like playing something like this that requires focus and execution, it really helps my brain. Gives your brain a good workout. But yeah, everybody has their kinds of games that they prefer. For me, I need action. Ooh, double air dash, nice. It's very welcome. Their charge attacks deal more damage. That's a hell of a build for him. I guess I'll finish this run and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to the phone doctor. That'll probably take some edge off, knowing if my phone is just completely jacked or if there's like a physical thing that they can fix. I mean, that's why Animal Crossing was popular in the pandemic, because it was a relaxing game to play, and it was something that everybody could play. Not everybody can do, like, high-octane action games. They might not even like playing them at all. But, like, everybody could play Animal Crossing. Your grandma could play Animal Crossing. Your cat could play it. It's just Nintendo as a company got really lucky that they released that game, like, literally right when everybody went on the lockdown. But yeah, that was there are a lot of things that contributed to that game's success. Just being about as accessible as a video game as you can get. There's no, like, real tech skill involved. It's pretty much just... It's more using your brain.
Too slow! Stay down!
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do after I finish this run, is I'm going to go get something to eat. There's lots of places to eat over by the phone place. Definitely need to eat. All I've had today is some pretzels and water. I haven't decided if I'm doing Subway or the pizza place yet.
Stay down. Scum. Stay down. Stay down. Out of my way. Stay down. Gone. Useless. One, two, three. Gone. Stay down. Tilt up. Gone. Stay where you are. Stay down. What's this?
Casual, no damage. Nice. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Sure, I'll go ahead and cook, I guess.
Okay. This shouldn't be too hard. Behold! The chieftain's feast. Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Be gone! Stay down! Stay down!
Ah, this map sucks! I hate when you can't see everything.
Stay down!
Die! God damn it. I don't want that, I want health. That's good enough. Luckily there was some good food drops in there. Let's just finish the game. Get a bunch of sigils. Unlock the rest of the costumes, pretty much, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna use charge attacks on him as he doesn't stagger. That. No damage clear. No damage clear. Quick and easy. Just like that. Alright, go ahead and cook, because there's no more shops.
A new challenge to take on. Impeccable! Ready for this? Be gone! Gone! Go! Watch this! Stay down! Go on! Out of my way! Up there! Stay where you are!
I love this speed. Glorious speed.
Be gone!
He is just plowing through this. Oh, the boss is going to be really easy because you can just cheese him with the stinger. Charge attack build is really good on frenzy mode because pretty much just kite him off screen, and when he goes up, you just release the button.
Come at me then.
Try to fight him legit though.
Stay down!
Ah, damn, that was a punish attempt right there.
Stand aside.
There, he's dead. He's dead. GG's. Yeah, frenzy mode is where it's at in this game. It makes the game even more fun. Well, there, that's all 3 difficulties beaten. Should have a lot of sigils, so I should be able to get most of the stuff I lost from the bug. Oh. 297, hot damn. Alright, should have his costumes now, I think. I'll try out his new moves. Let's see what else there is worth getting. I just want to try all the moves really quick, and then I'm gonna go get some stuff done. Added new moves for all the costumes, so the costumes have more value now. Oh shit! Kunai. That's pretty cool. That's probably really busted if you have Bellissima. costumes. Oh shit! Mao Engeki Ha! That is a total Tails move right there. Mao Engeki Ha. Oh, that's pretty sick. It actually has a lot of utility because it hits everything around you. Alright. I don't want to get sucked into another run. I should go eat something. Let's see here. I think I got a couple costumes missing. Yeah, I gotta do Frenzy with Renard, and then Normal and Hard with Deviko. So I guess we'll do that later tonight and get all the costumes. Alright. Alright folks, I'm gonna go ahead and go. And hop in the shower and go to the phone doctor, and hopefully they can figure out what's wrong with the port. I know the port actually can go bad, so I'm prepared for the worst, but the battery on this phone is already pretty harvested at this point, so I won't be too upset, but I'd rather have a professional look at it. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna ask my neighbor for the night off, but I know her brother's gonna be drinking tonight, so I'll probably have to be there, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream over there as a result, because he starts getting upset, and it's very embarrassing, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I already did a stream and a video today, so I don't feel like I need to contribute too much else. Let me go clean myself and go to the phone doctor. I gotta pick up some other stuff as well, so I'll catch you guys later tonight at some point.